These 5 countries let remote workers pay zero income tax legally. What if you could legally pay zero income tax while working remotely from a beach, a mountain village, or a world-class city? Millions of remote workers are already doing it. And in the next 15 minutes, you'll learn exactly how. Here's what most people get wrong about taxes. They assume that if they earn money online, they owe taxes wherever they're sitting. But that's not how it works in every country. Some nations use what's called a territorial tax system. That means they only tax income earned inside their borders. If you're a freelancer, a consultant, or a remote employee earning from clients abroad, your income could be 100% tax-free. Legally, no loopholes, no offshore schemes, just choosing the right country to call home. We've ranked the top 5 destinations based on 4 factors: tax savings, cost of living, quality of life, and ease of residency. Let's count them down. At number 5, Portugal. Now, Portugal isn't zero tax, but it might be the best deal in Europe. In 2024, Portugal launched its updated non-habitual resident program, often called INCHAR 2.0, or the tax incentive for scientific research and innovation. If you qualify, you pay a flat 20% on Portuguese-sourced employment income. But here's the real draw for remote workers. Foreign-sourced income from dividends, royalties, and certain pensions can be exempt or taxed at reduced rates, depending on the source country's treaty with Portugal. The cost of living is surprisingly low for Western Europe. A one-bedroom in Lisbon runs 800 to 1,200 euros per month. In Porto or the Algarve, you're looking at 600 to 900. Groceries cost around 250 euros a month. A meal out? 8 to 15 euros. Healthcare through the national system is effectively free for residents, with world-class private options around 50 euros per month for insurance. Portugal scores high on safety, the 7th safest country in the world according to the 2024 Global Peace Index. Internet speeds average 170 megabits per second. The D7 passive income visa requires just 820 euros per month in provable income. Processing takes 2 to 4 months. Quick tip: the INCHAR 2.0 program requires you to become a tax resident, which means spending at least 183 days per year in Portugal. But honestly, with the food, the weather, and the surf, that's not exactly a hardship. Number 4, the United Arab Emirates. Specifically, Dubai. There is no personal income tax in the UAE, 0%. That applies to salaries, freelance income, capital gains, and investment returns. For remote workers, this means every dollar you earn is yours to keep. The catch? Cost of living. Dubai is not cheap. A one-bedroom apartment in a decent area like JLT or Dubai Marina runs 5,000 to 8,000 dirhams per month. That's roughly $1,360 to $2,180. Groceries cost around $400 to $600 a month. Eating out, $15 to $40 per meal. But the infrastructure is world-class. Internet speeds average 200 megabits per second. Healthcare is excellent but expensive without employer-sponsored insurance. Budget $200 to $400 per month for private cover. Getting residency has become much easier. The freelance visa through entities like Dubai Internet City or IFCA costs around $3,000 to $5,000 per year. You can also qualify through the remote work visa at $3,500 annually, which requires proof of at least $3,500 per month in income. Processing takes just 5 to 15 business days. Quick tip: the UAE has zero tax on everything, but there's a 5% VAT on goods and services since 2018. You'll barely notice it, but it's worth knowing. Number 3, Paraguay. This is the dark horse of tax havens. Paraguay uses a pure territorial tax system. If your income comes from outside the country, it's not taxed. Period. Even domestic income is taxed at just 10% flat. No capital gains tax on foreign investments. No tax on foreign dividends. And the cost of living is astonishingly low. A one-bedroom apartment in Asunción costs $250 to $400 per month. Groceries run about $150 to $200. A full meal at a local restaurant? $3 to $6. The lifestyle is relaxed, The people are welcoming, and the weather is warm year-round, averaging 24 to 33 degrees Celsius or 75 to 91 Fahrenheit. Healthcare is affordable. A private hospital visit costs $20 to $40. Monthly health insurance runs $80 to $150. Internet is improving rapidly, with speeds averaging 60 megabits per second in Asunción. Residency is famously easy. The Swiss temporary residency permit costs around $5,000 in legal and processing fees, requires no minimum income, and permanent residency follows in just 3 years. Many applicants receive temporary residency within 45 to 90 days. Quick tip: Paraguay also has no worldwide reporting requirements. That means the government doesn't ask about your global assets. For privacy-conscious remote workers, this is huge. Number 2. Georgia. Not the US state, the country at the crossroads of Europe and Asia. Georgia has one of the most tax-friendly regimes on the planet for small businesses. Register as a micro-business earning under 500,000 Georgian lari per year. That's about $185,000. And you pay just 1% in tax. 1%. On top of that, Georgia operates a territorial tax system. Foreign source income for non-Georgian entities is not taxed. And for individual remote workers, combining micro-business status with territorial rules can bring your effective rate close to zero. The cost of living is extraordinary. A one-bedroom in central Tbilisi costs $400 to $700 per month. Groceries? Around $200. Georgian food is legendary. A full khachapuri, wine, and multi-course meal costs $10 to $20 per person. Healthcare is affordable and improving. A private hospital visit costs $30 to $60. Monthly insurance runs $50 to $100. Internet averages 80 megabits per second with gigabit fiber available in Tbilisi. Residency is visa-free for 365 days for citizens of 95 countries. After that, the individual entrepreneur permit is straightforward and doesn't require a minimum income threshold. Quick tip: Tbilisi has a booming digital nomad scene. The Fabrika Hostel district has become a tech hub, and the country literally has a remotely from Georgia program designed specifically for remote workers. And at number 1, Panama. Panama is the gold standard for remote workers who want zero tax on foreign income. It operates one of the oldest and most established territorial tax systems in the Western Hemisphere. If your income originates from outside Panama, you owe nothing. Zero. Not a cent. This isn't a special program or a temporary incentive. It's been the law for decades, and Panama's infrastructure is built for it. Panama City has a skyline that rivals Miami, with modern apartments, international banking, world-class restaurants, and a thriving expat community. A one-bedroom in Panama City costs $700 to $1,200 per month. In neighborhoods like Casco Viejo or El Cangrejo, you're looking at the lower end. Groceries run about $300 per month. A meal out costs $8 to $15 at a local restaurant, or $30 to $60 at a high-end spot. Healthcare is exceptional. Johns Hopkins affiliated hospitals operate in Panama City. A private doctor visit costs $40 to $70. Monthly insurance runs $100 to $200. Internet averages 120 megabits per second, with fiber widely available. The friendly nation's visa makes residency straightforward. Citizens of 50 countries can apply by opening a bank account with $5,000 and either starting a business or getting a job offer. Processing takes 3 to 6 months, but temporary residency is granted quickly. Panama also uses the US dollar, eliminating currency conversion headaches entirely. Quick tip: Panama has no capital gains tax on foreign investments and no tax on international bank interest. If you're building wealth while working remotely, this is as good as it gets. So which one is right for you? Here's the quick breakdown. If you want maximum tax savings with the lowest cost of living, Paraguay is unbeatable. 0% on foreign income, and you can live on $700 a month. If you want a vibrant culture with almost zero tax and amazing food, Georgia at 1% is hard to beat. If you want zero tax with first world infrastructure and US dollar stability, Panama is the clear winner. If you can afford a premium lifestyle and want zero tax in a global hub, Dubai delivers. And if Europe is non-negotiable, Portugal's 20% flat rate with EU access is the smart play. The key takeaway? You don't need to be rich to optimize your taxes. You just need to pick the right country. Consult a qualified tax professional before making any moves. Every situation is different, and the rules change regularly. Which of these 5 countries would you move to for tax savings? Drop your pick in the comments. And if this helped, hit subscribe. We've got deep dives on each of these countries coming soon.